Dozens of decades-old trees will be cut down as construction begins for the Portland-Milwaukie light rail. Good evening to you. I'm Anna Canzano. The 7.3-mile route is scheduled to open in 2015. It starts at PSU in downtown Portland, goes over the Willamette, and ends in Milwaukie. Tomorrow, work begins on Southwest Lincoln between 1st and 4th Avenues, and that will impact your morning commute. K2's Erica Knocklin joining us live. Erica, there are mixed feelings about this plan.
Some people really excited, already planning their new routes for years from now, but other people are upset that 60 of these trees and the beautiful canopy they really create above will be gone. Many of the trees already marked for destruction tomorrow.
This fall, these trees won't be changing colors, they'll be coming down. Gina Hardin lives along Southwest Lincoln and is sad to see them go.
Most of the city has trees that are only about as big as I am, and these are quite majestic and wonderful, and the foliage in the fall is beautiful.
But she says she gets it.
I understand that it's necessary if we're going to have a train there.
Once the trees are removed, the light rail will be put where the median is now. The two-way traffic will move out. A bike lane heading westbound will be added, and the sidewalks on either side will be farther out.
But that plan is not worth priceless trees, according to John Charles, president of a public policy research group.
It's not going to make this neighborhood better. The train is big, the overhead wires are ugly, the train is noisy, it's completely out of scale with the neighborhood, and once these trees are gone, you can't bring them back.
TriMet recently bought 40 trees to plant 2 years from now, and a spokeswoman says low-lying vegetation will be used in place of pavement.
It's about growing trees and creating a community. It'll be more walkable, there'll be artwork, there'll be a real eco-track there.
She says while the new trees will be smaller, they're part of a bigger picture, branching out to help people across the region.
PSU is the #1 destination of our entire region of transit. 40% of the people who go to PSU get there on transit.
And while Gina Hardin and her neighbors plan their future routes,
I would take light rail.
they're also thinking about the trees that will soon be in the past.
We had a little farewell party for the trees and all walked around and looked at them and gave them little pats, goodbye.
Some opponents also argue, why not just improve the bus system? Well, the TriMet spokeswoman tells me half of the total project's cost comes from federal funding designated just to rail projects. Back to you.
So any transportation issues with this tomorrow, Erica?
Yeah, well, the 3 bus stops here along Lincoln will be closed for up to 2 weeks, but you will be able to drive through, although don't be surprised if you run into some slower traffic during those busy hours.
Okay, Erica Knocklin,
K2 News.
Thanks very much for your report. Take a look at how another part of the rail project looks tonight. This is video from a camera on OHSU showing construction of the first bridge to be built over the Willamette River in 40 years. Work began this summer, but in a few years it should look like this. To see a map of the new light rail and all of its stops, head to KE2.com under the Inside K2 tab and click on the hot links.